These are new sleeping bags that came from Amazon.
As the temperatures in Richmond continue to drop.
The hand warmers, we've got hats and neck warmers. We've got smaller blankets.
A couple on the city's south side is busy as they work to collect items to turn into warming kits that they pass out daily to those who spend their nights on the streets.
I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
George Williams and his wife, who asked to remain anonymous, run their Share the Warmth RVA operation out of their living room, which is something they wouldn't have been able to do even just 3 years ago.
So we've both been homeless before. We know how it is.
Williams and his wife experienced homelessness on and off for 20 years. They got emotional recounting the thousands of cold nights they spent trying to survive.
It's freezing. You feel lonely. You feel like nobody sees you, nobody cares. They're not looking at the faces that are laying there in the freezing cold. Like, get them out of the cold. That's what you have to do. Get them up out of the cold.
The pair spent the last year collecting community donations from putting out calls on social media. Once they've assembled the kits, they drive out to the community to deliver them.
You want to help? When I hand it out like they're my friend, you know? Like it's somebody in my family.
And also take them to the church on the corner that opens its doors as a place for people to get out of the cold during the day.
Some people might just hold it and it's like something important to them. There was a guy who just needed a pair of socks. And I went back there and gave him the bag. He had it in the air. You were just so happy to get it. He was so grateful to God.
Williams and his wife hope the new city-partnered shelter opening Friday night will be the start of more done to help the homeless.
I got my fingers crossed, but I don't think it's enough.
But plan to still put in the work to make as many kits as possible.
God's doing it big on South Side.
Because they know how even the smallest of things make a difference when you have nothing.
I wish we could do more. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
And the shelter will continue to accept people until they reach that 150-person capacity. And I'm told they will then turn to other resources. This shelter will now be open every evening through April, and they plan to have food, beds, and on-site security. Live here in Richmond, I'm Maggie Marshall, CBS 6 News.